Hey Turnips, so today I'm going to show you guys how to make the Levain coffee inspired cookie. It's so delicious, it has a nice crunchy outer exterior and it has a very soft and chewy interior. So this is a really good and awesome recipe, so let's get started. So for this recipe I got it from Broma Bakery, so you guys can check it out over there, and I have already posted the link in the description box down below. So right here I have my all-purpose flour measured and I'm just going to add it in. And then I'm also going to add in my baking powder, and here are some of my baking soda. And to make this cookie even better, I added sea salt. I really think that the sea salt enhances the flavor, but if you do not have sea salt, you guys can use regular salt. And I'm just using a whisk just to combine them, and if you guys don't have a whisk, just use a spoon and mix it around. And we are going to use unsalted butter, and it's crucial that your butter are relatively soft and cold as well, because you do not want your cookie to spread too thinly. And the trademark of Levain's cookies is that it's very chunky and very thick, so you guys want to create that image. And you can also use a smasher just to combine the butter together. And for those who have no patience for waiting for the butter to cool to room temperature, I definitely recommend using a trick that one of my fans showed me. It is grating the butter. It definitely separates the butter into small pieces and make it more easy for you to combine. So once the butter looks really creamy and soft, we are going to add in our brown sugar. And combine that as well before adding your eggs. And of course, if you have a cookie mixer, I definitely recommend using that. And if you guys still have your smasher, use that and just try to combine it until it's relatively even in both texture and color. So for those who have mixers, you can add in the eggs as it's mixing, or you can also beat in the eggs before you add it to the mixture. I decided to go for a more dramatic way and just pop them as I mix them. So at this point I got really tired and decided to use a mixer, and I'm just going to mix it until it is all even, and look at that. And as you can tell, the mixing bowl is relatively small, so I'm just going to pour it into my metal mixing bowl, which is much higher, and it's definitely going to help me mix it without having to worry about chunks of chocolate chip flying all over my room. And then once that's done, we are going to add in a dash of vanilla extract. I definitely recommend extract over vanilla imitation, but you guys have vanilla imitation, that will work as well. And now just keep on mixing as well, combine it before adding on to our dry ingredients that we have created earlier. And as you can tell, I didn't add all of my dry ingredients at once because you want to make sure that it's well blended and incorporated before adding your other batch. And at this point, your batter might get a little bit doughy and very thick. So I would definitely recommend to mix it well enough just so that it's well combined before making it too tough, because we do not want to activate any of the gluten in the flour to make it harder. And then we will add in our chocolate chips just so that it tastes very good. And of course we are going to combine it. And another pro tip is that I definitely recommend bringing up smaller pieces of your chocolate bar, because it's going to create that really beautiful look that is the signature and crucial to the Levain chocolate chip cookie. And of course, who doesn't like chocolate, so it adds as much as their heart desires. And for this cookie, I went through a lot of chocolate bars and chocolate kisses, so definitely worth the investment. And now just gently combine until it's relatively well incorporated, and we'll be ready to spoon into our parchment paper. But of course, if you guys want your cookie to look relatively nice and high instead of very flat and thin, I definitely recommend refrigerating for at least 2 hours before popping them into the parchment paper for baking. And I'm also using an ice cream scoop just to make my life easier and to ensure that all my cookies are even. So my oven is already preheated at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and I bake these cookies for approximately 17 minutes, but the range is around 15 minutes to 20 minutes. And just make sure that your cookies just brown a little bit on the edge so that it has a crunchy exterior, but in the inside it's going to be really soft, melty, gooey, and sweet. And of course, one of my favorite things about baking chocolate chip cookies in the oven is that my whole entire kitchen and apartment smells so delicious and so sweet. And of course, it's a nice subtle crunch, and then it's going to be really chewy on the inside. Look at that. Hey Turnips, I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed this really easy and simple recipe on how to make the Levain Bakery's Copy chocolate chip cookies. And if you guys haven't done so, definitely hit that subscribe button so I can bring more sweetness to your life. And don't forget to check me out on my Instagram, and recently I have posted a video on Instagram, so you guys have to check that out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!